I mean, it's not for you. It's for one lucky person who's going to win this car.
Who's
Honestly, yeah. I mean, you might want to give away this one.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome to Unpro's Garage. You'll see all the unprofessional builds come to life. This is going to be stock. We're going to get our hands dirty. So welcome back to Unpro's Garage. We were actually in Salt Lake City, Utah. As you know, my boy Rob Parsons, Chairslayer, has been out here. He's got his own shop. He's been working with Life Motorsports, and he's actually in the process of building a charity car to give away to someone who needs a race car with hand controls. We're gonna check out his shop, see what it's all about.
Yo, I didn't even get here for 5 minutes, and look what happens.
This is me. I'm sitting here all day.
Actually, it wasn't even 5 minutes. It was the first thing that you did. He thinks it's vacation, but it's not.
Show us your shop, Rob.
This is my shop.
This is your cave. This is where you've been hiding.
Yeah,
this is why you won't come back to California.
Yeah, 100%.
Good old finger flicker.
This is all of it. And the charity car.
This is the charity car right here.
Check out the cage in it, man.
So you're already ahead of the game, huh? Is this basically what's in your car, or is this a whole new design?
This one's better than what's in my car. So one of the big sponsors of this whole project has been SolidWorks. They've been a great company to work with. The reason why I use their software is because it's so easy to use and it's very versatile. And you can see that in how we've designed this whole cage. That's one big thing with this car is I want to use technology to create the best hand control drift car that I can. And SolidWorks is providing that for us. So the whole cage is designed in SolidWorks. All the machine parts for the hand controls, the brackets, the sheet metal, the billet aluminum stuff, everything, all designed in SolidWorks, and they play a huge role in making this project possible. So shout out to them and keep making a sick project. Yeah, so and didn't even test fit anything, just got it cut, bent, and put it in.
And it fit right in.
Right in. We got this all done in 7 hours.
That's the beauty of SolidWorks, huh?
Yeah.
Is this where we are now in the world?
You can do it in a day.
That's bananas.
I work smarter, not harder. People like diss my 3D scanning and design stuff. I'm like, oh, I can do it by hand quicker. I'm like, cool, we'll try and do another one by hand quicker because I'm gonna do 10 of them.
Yeah. Very nice, man. This is beautiful. So what's the plan for the charity car before we go over and walk around the rest of the shop?
This car is, honestly, I think it's gonna be better than my car because
Can it stay green?
The mistakes that I made on my car, I'm not making on this. So like the person that gets it's gonna be super stoked. But fully redesigned clutch system. It's all pneumatic, a pneumatic shifting system with still T56. But the company S1 Sequential gave us a sick shifter that keeps it in a sequential pattern instead of an H pattern. So I can just hook up an air cylinder
to that. So it's a cheater sequential, basically.
Yeah, cheater sequential.
Hey man, that's tight. I want a sequential so bad.
Me too. PPG, where you at?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got 200 people that want to win this car.
So far, how do you win the car?
So we're going to find somebody that really wants to do this. Someone that can take the car to events, someone that can use it, someone that is actually going to be able to experience this car properly. We're not just going to raffle it off to somebody.
Yeah, so tell these people right now how to enter.
Go to my website, so www.chairslayer.org, and then you go to projects, and you go to become a Chairslayer, and then you enter in right there. It's only for people in America. Tell us your story. Just let me know why you think you can deserve this and like why it's gonna change your life. The sponsors that helped us out with this have been a great help, and like that's why I'm saying it's always gonna be better than my car because it's got so many cool parts on it. And it's built like a race car. It's not just put together, slap on parts. It's like, it's thought out.
I mean, you're building it, so
yeah.
It's gonna be sick. Before you give it away, let me help you break it in, and let's run some hand control tandems.
Done. 100%. That's gonna be the best thing ever. But then the guy that gets to win this thing gets to run tandems with us too. And I hope that guy is out there that has race car experience, but just hasn't had that opportunity to be able to get one.
So basically, go to Chairslayer's website. If you truly have a passion for racing and you're in a situation where you need hand controls, go on his website, tell him your story, and he might pick you to win this car. And unfortunately for you, I'm gonna crash into you.
Yep. You can come hang out with us finally at the track with your own car.
All right, show us the rest of your shop.
Yeah.
Good old finger flicker.
Finger flicker in its glory. Come check this out. Look at this hole. Look at this.
SEMA.
SEMA.
So for those of you who didn't see our SEMA of Shred live stream or anything like that. Rob crashed the out of his car.
Yo, so hard into the barrier. And that's when I said, F this old clutch system, and I completely redesigned everything.
Yeah.
The old issues, they never popped up until like later on. Sometimes the electric motor would get hot, and it just wouldn't disengage the clutch anymore. I was able to deal with it for a little bit, but it got to a point to where it was messed it up. You know, I drove through a damn fence at Grid Life.
Yeah, and it takes away your confidence too, because you're always in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, my clutch might not.
That's why I was driving good at the beginning, because I didn't have to worry about stuff. But then sometimes down the road, you're like, it's in your head.
So you're getting rid of electric motors and going straight air.
Yeah, straight air. But all this stuff, the company. So here's the thing. You guys at home can easily build this system, and I'm saying this because I would like other guys in wheelchairs to try and do this. But I'm also trying to provide you with a turnkey system too, so if you don't know how to do computer programming and you don't have like access to machining and be able to design stuff like that, I can help you. But the company at Enfield, who is a pneumatics company, they make a controller. It's a servo pneumatic proportioning valve, and that is like the key to this whole system. It's this right here. So shout out to Enfield, because Roy over there is heavy into cars, and I sent him an email. I'm like, look, I'm building this car and I need some help. And he's like, oh my God, I watch you guys on YouTube. I would love to help you out. In so many different worlds and industries, there's car people.
Right.
And Roy hooked us up with 2 of these proportioning valves, and I was able to make this clutch system that disengages in 90 milliseconds.
Faster than pretty much.
Yeah, faster than your human foot. You know, like, so Formula 1 cars and stuff like that are like 50 to 30 milliseconds.
But that's also.
But it's like, what
20 times the cost.
Yeah, what are we trying to do here?
So Rob's on your heels, F1. You better watch out.
Yeah, exactly. So right here we got that, and it's still full linear control. I have the handle over here. So 3D printed handle, and just like that, and then upshift and downshift. But the cool thing is I've gone full automatic shifting, to where once you're out of first gear or in first gear.
So no more, because I remember you used to have to kind of wait a little bit and give the clutch a second to do its thing.
Yeah. So now that it's so fast and so it's far easier to control everything, and I can hold it in now and not have to worry.
It burning out or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you remember how I was like, okay, I gotta let it go now.
To put it into perspective for you, it's like your power steering pump. You hold the wheel. If you were to pull it and jack it, you'd eventually burn out. Yeah,
exactly.
so,
all that pressure on it.
So basically, you have a hand control sequential now. I mean, that shifts faster than.
And that was the biggest thing I wanted to do with this whole redesign, is I wanted to get it done. I had a guy from the university here in the in the AI and computer programming department. He came over and helped me out with stuff that I'm not smart enough to do, and he like.
That's rare.
Yo, computer programming. I love it, but I'm not like. I just learned it all on my own, so there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and he like guided me through this whole program to make it do sick things.
That's sweet. So in 40 seconds. Give me the rundown.
So up there, that's where everything starts. That is
air tank.
That is the air tank, and the air tank is fed by this compressor right here. So the compressor goes all the way up to the air tank. There's a pressure relief valve on there that shuts the compressor off at 120 psi. Mm-hmm. So that will always have 120 psi of air in there. The air comes down from there to the filters. One filter to filter out water, and then a secondary filter to get that last bit of it. Then that goes into the proportioning valve, and then it's a two-way valve that will do both sides of the piston. So air will come into here and push the piston in and hold it in, and then air will come from here and then push it back as fast as possible.
Wow.
And thirdly, so there's a sensor right here that I don't have sitting on it right now, but that sensor magnetically tracks the piston on the inside, so you know where the position is.
So you have a meter that you can physically read.
And you have full control of it, and then that sensor goes back to this, box right here, and that
Controls the air.
controls the air. And then, so that box then goes to an Arduino control module that has all the programming on it that I need to do clutch, to do shifting, to do handbrake. And then that will talk to the Hull Tech, and the Hull Tech will do throttle cut and then throttle brake.
So realistically, whether you're in a chair or not, you could put this system in your car.
Absolutely. So get rid of the hand clutch system, and we can put the pneumatic shifting system.
And just get it on paddles or something like that. Holler at your boy if you're looking for awesome shifting.
Yeah. I'm trying to do some cool stuff like that.
You're not trying, you're doing.
Exactly.
Like, this is rad. Like, that is insane. And
But
that's
like,
just fueled by passion.
Yeah, and it's like low budget. I don't have a lot of money to throw at it. I just, when I can do it and people are like stoked on it, like companies like Enfield that get involved. And
Are you planning on offering a system, a universal system for people to
yes,
kind of?
that's what I want. I was never confident in my electronic system to be able to sell it to people. That's why I never have. But there's so little to go wrong that
Why not?
why not? And like me just telling you guys kind of how it's low-key made there, I'd like to see somebody try and make it better. Or, as a community effort, let's work together and make it better, because there's smarter people out there than me. I've been doing it all on my own.
Rob is for the people, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Trying to be.
if you want to work with him, he's open. He's open to hearing your ideas. He's open to making the system better. But I think it seems pretty good.
I think it seems pretty good too. You're gonna be able to drive it finally.
Yeah, one
That's
of
gonna be the best thing.
One of these days, man. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy everything's going well out here for you. Show us the rest of your shop. What are you hiding up there?
That name up there might tell you something.
Urus, huh?
But that's not for the 180SX. It should say S15.
Oh.
But there's something over here that's yours.
Oh man! Shout out to Will Rogie for towing out this.
I also got the boys all on the floor. Everyone's getting ready to hang them up.
Yeah, dude, your shop is Rob.
Yeah. These aren't all my cars.
I know, but this is a beautiful place, man.
It is.
Dang, you even got a Big Daddy over here.
I know what's under
Is that a Land Cruiser?
It's really cool.
Is like a FJ60 or something? What is that?
I'm not sure, but
what's the
they're
chassis?
the 80s.
I don't know. I'm asking. Is it on T37s? Dang, man.
Yeah.
This is the kind of vehicle you see in Iceland. But yeah,
Super cool.
Twerk Jr. I don't want to tell you the name that we come up with for this because I really love it and I want the car to be in a better place when I tell you. But if anybody happens to have S4 Aero RX-7 mirrors, I'll trade you straight up for these S5 mirrors. Aero mirrors.
called turbo mirror.
Aero, turbo, whatever.
It only came on turbo 2s.
I had a GTU with them.
Well, someone put them on.
No.
Facts.
Prove it.
Alright.
This thing is so sick.
Damn.
Another one of Cole's.
So this is Cole's JDM collection he was talking about.
Yeah, so
That looks fire. That's Ron Cars, right? Ron's Evo's hiding back here.
There's the one that we want to throw the rotary into.
Damn. There's GTR back here?
Yeah.
Yo, this is spicy clean.
Untouched, unmolested, beautiful FD.
Sorry for touching your cover.
I don't know why this one has the car cover on and not the GTR, but GTSC.
It's because it's got T37s on it. That's why. Everyone knows you got to keep your T's covered.
This one, you gotta take the whole carb off of this thing.
What wide body is that?
I don't know, but this thing is absolutely...
That gives it a whole nother shape. Spicy!
Yeah, so spicy.
Man, I'm taking this FD. Ooh!
Look at this thing.
Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, man.
Flawless. Well, Robert, your shop is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm stoked on this. Like, shout out to Cole for giving me this. Careful you don't hit the front of the RX-7. Yeah, so we got a hoist here already, and then I'm gonna put another twin bush 4-post. We got like all twin bush all over there. But we got the Falcon tire collection starting to pile up over here.
Well, you need to get your car done so you can put them to rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I've been waiting for you.
Woo! You sent me one $255.
Get that junk out of there.
All the Falcons.
We're gonna try to come more often to help you finish these projects. The S15 And this FC, we're gonna build those Johnnies
building
together,
those here.
build them right, above and beyond, and Rob's gonna teach me a lot of things too.
Yeah.
So
I want you to learn how to weld. And then we're gonna, John says he's better welder than I am. You get to help build a roll cage, because we're gonna make a sick cage for that.
Okay,
And
that'll be fun.
And
I'm just kidding.
And all you FC guys, you can buy them.
So what we showed you.
Cages for sale too. So those cages, $1,500, fully notched, bent, ready to go, roll cage kit with base plates.
Boom.
Boom. Same thing with the FC. I'm pretty sure that's how all the cages will be priced. Is like $1,500. Go to town.
Notched and everything.
Notched and everything. Have it in your car in a weekend. Done. As long as you're a good welder.
Rob's changing the game, people. Changing the game. All right, Rob.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? What are we doing?
I already tore this apart, but there's some really sketchy shit on this car when I tore it apart. Someone had like an old 350 engine in there and this nasty subframe modification he did. So I took that out and
Bye-bye.
and got rid of that. Then I noticed there's a few things underneath there. The transmission mount is being tore off, so we're gonna have to.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna have to weld that back on there.
Seems like something my chassis would do.
And then he notched out the frame rail to fit a radiator in there. So, luckily enough, I make a nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
To fit a radiator?
I don't understand
He notched the
it.
frame rail
Yeah.
out to fit a radiator.
When he could have bought a Bishimoto one that drops right in.
Oh my goodness. What goes through people's minds?
I don't know, dude.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, the cool thing is I've designed a whole new front ride support system for this vehicle. And
Excuse me, Twin Bush.
we're gonna get rid of this and put in the bolt-on lower radiator support that I make. But I also designed an upper radiator support that still maintains all the factory sheet metal, because everyone wants to tube frame the front of their cars, but I don't think they really should.
Right.
Unless you have to.
Unless you have to.
So
I wouldn't have did it if we didn't crash into each
exactly.
other.
The only reason why I like getting rid of the core supports is for engine and front end maintenance.
It makes it super easy.
So easy. So I designed a top tube structure that you cut this off right here, and you put the plates on, and then you have a full bolt-on upper support that still maintains all three locations of everything.
So, charity car, cages is pretty much in. You just got to weld it.
Yeah.
I see an engine over there.
What are you doing, John?
Back hurt from yesterday.
That's why I was telling you, you could stay in there while we do this, because I know you're uninterested.
It's a V8. Come on, Rob.
Ooh, this
But-
good.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
buddy.
Rob.
This is straight out the junkyard for sure.
Okay, so listen. It still spins,
I want to spin it though. You gotta check it
Yeah,
way
you
too
just-
late.
so we're good. So a lot of people won't know the Chevy motors will last through anything. Hurt knows.
Yeah, I know.
So
allowed
it
to
might
talk
look
about
like
that anymore.
it might look
It's in our
junky right now.
It's in my
But-
contract. I can't talk about V8s anymore.
So this is going to be a really cool build. We're going to be at around 400 horsepower.
And it's going to be NA?
NA.
Yeah, NA 400 horsepower. Just
Exactly. No, for every track that I've ever been at, and anybody that gets into drifting with hand controls will be able to drive anywhere
yeah.
with 400 horsepower.
400 horsepower is plenty of horsepower to drive most tracks.
If
for
you
sure.
want to change it, I don't understand why you would, because this is turnkey. This motor is $180.
$180?
Yeah.
That's what you pay?
Half price day.
Half price day?
Half price day. Anything's half price.
At LKQ or
so
something?
my roommate Dave went pulled it for me. It's so sick.
$180?
Yeah, we're gonna be. I mean, and if it's messed up, I do have another engine in
Yeah.
the.
And you got to get all the accessories to convert it to LS and things like
Yep.
that. So you got to spend a little money on these, but honestly, bang for your buck, it's a great
and,
setup.
it was the T56. So I like to hoard T56s when I find them for a good deal.
Yeah.
So I bought two that I found. So I got one for this, and I got a spare as well. So
Show us the parts.
cool.
Let's
Let's
you
get
want
it.
to crack open some Johnnies?
Yes, I really do.
All
I really do. We should get all the box. John, come on. Yo, Santa has come.
My boy has been hoarding.
Almost all the parts you see here came from Turn 14, the distribution.
Well, let's start from the end.
Okay.
So looks like we got all the Vibrant Performance goodies you need.
Yeah, it's in. They came through heavy with all this stuff. So every fitting that I possibly need, 5 of each one of them for every size hose that I have. The tubing for the intake manifold, just for the intake. Gonna just do 4-inch 90 to filter.
Just
right
the, you know, just the usual.
throttle body.
Just like cut it like right
Yeah,
there.
you put a filter on that and call it good.
Yeah.
This is a special little thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's all sequential now.
This is where we're at now in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I might have to put a T56 back in there in my car.
Good thing is I'm gonna change that all to pneumatic.
So with this current setup, you obviously have to use the clutch, but since you're doing everything air,
So for anybody that doesn't need hand controls, S1 Sequential offers a load cell so that on here you can then talk to your computer to do throttle blip and engine cut or ignition cut. And that also can talk to my computer, which will do the clutch.
wow.
So the Haltech Elite
You
2500.
got the bad daddy. I mean, it's not for you. It's for one lucky person who's gonna win this car.
Look at this. It's like, who's
Honestly, yeah. I
who's got the
mean,
better
you
car?
might want to give away this one.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, God.
Nah, this is your baby. You got a lot of history with this bad.
This thing has been through a lot.
Yeah.
This
So,
thing's gonna make someone's dreams come true.
dang man.
All the way from Haltech, universal LS harness with fuse block, and then this plugs right into the Haltech, plugs right into the engine, and then you just gotta hook up power, ground, and a couple other sensors
Easy.
to get it running. So,
Easy peasy.
full standalone harness.
Dang man, all the goodies and then all the Willwood stuff.
So full brake package, front. And a good thing to note about this is a full bolt-on kit from Willwood. Yeah,
Can you open block wall plates
steel
out?
calipers. I believe this is their super light setup. 4-piston caliper. Beautiful color. I love this color that they offer. But it's like a super light setup.
Yeah.
Simple brackets right there to bolt it up.
That make it adaptable to the
Yep,
S13.
exactly. So ACT, this is the same clutch that I run in mine. It's their ACT twin disc clutch with a light flywheel. I've never had a problem with it. I still have the same clutch in here that I've been running for 5 years. Again, turn 14 with all the goodies here from Fast. That is their Bad Daddy intake manifold, coupled with their 102 millimeter throttle body and their full Fast fuel system.
So Fast makes injectors, fuel rails, fuel pump, pressure regulators,
Yeah, so
intake manifolds.
it's one of those things that I don't think a lot of people know, but yeah, that company has a full turnkey system for, that's why they're called Fuel and Spark.
Right. And I see you got your Bad Daddy comp cam parts.
So this is it, the 100 horsepower stick. 100 horsepower right here in a box. If you are gonna do anything to your 5.3, get this cam. It'll change your car instantly. Yeah.
So this is pretty much the total package.
All of that is turn 14.
That's huge, man. This charity car is gonna be lit.
Yeah, so like, huge thanks to them. And the guy that gets this car will also have a good place to get parts from too. So
And then obviously we have more partners on the charity
Yeah,
card.
absolutely.
ISR Performance, full suspension arm package, engine mount kit, transmission mount, full header package.
That's their new header package too. But the best part is wide pipe and full exhaust system. All of it.
This thing is nice, man. And it goes right into a single exit exhaust. And then we got this beautiful drive shaft shop drive shaft.
This stuff's amazing.
They've
We
been-
use that on the Sierra cars as well.
And then we got our boys,
Our man's always keeping us fresh on the freaking suspension side.
BC Racing, always taking care of the boys. Shout out to everyone involved with this charity car
Yeah.
because this is going to be awesome.
I'm doing this car right. I learned a lot when I built this car. I'm gonna take all I learned and put it into this one. So we're doing everything first before we do any kind of painting. We got a couple other things too we can show. So I got some Koenig wheels here, and Vulcan Tire gave us 6 tires for the car too, and a 2F Performance body kit.
Dang. So this thing is getting dialed. This, whew.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Toge Factory. They shipped out front and rear over fenders right now. So we also have all the cooling provided by our good friends over at Mishimoto. The nice thing is they make a radiator that drops right in, and it's meant for the LS. Boom, you're good to go.
Shout out to all the partners on this project because this is kind of a big deal. This man is building a hand-controlled car and hand-picking someone who is going to utilize it and potentially beat him in competition one day.
I want somebody, I'm giving you the opportunity to kick my all right? I mean, I'm pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
This man is like, I've watched him progress over the years, and it's astonishing how well he can drive this thing, how fast he can drive it, and how competitive he makes a hand-controlled car look.
Yeah.
I never would have fathomed that it was possible to look, like to be able to be so precise, throw as much angle as you do, drive as fast as you do,
Yeah.
get out of hairy situations
Yo.
with just your two hands.
It's incredible.
One hand on the wheel.
I never thought that it would be like that either. This was a beast and a half to learn how to drive, man.
This man is a maniac. It's awesome. So whoever's gonna win this car, you better be ready, because it's gonna be better than this car.
It really is. Yeah. I'm so pissed off, but I'm also so excited. It's a happy angry.
I don't think we're gonna put any of this stuff in the car today. We just wanted to give you a rundown on what Rob has going on. He's definitely gonna film a lot of the stuff as he starts to put it together. I will try to make it out here as much as possible to help this man.
You have to make it out here. Now that you've seen this, I've been telling you how beautiful
this shop is dope.
Absolutely.
I need to come spend more time with my boy.
We need to go outside for a second. You guys see something?
Okay, let's go check it out.
I don't think anybody's really seen this. John, what are you doing?
Yeah, who's on the phone?
My mom.
Who's on the phone?
Oh, look.
Who's on the phone?
Look, my mom.
Hi.
See? Get out of here.
John, come here. We have an S15.
This is what you've been hiding?
I've been hiding it.
It looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, Rob. Yeah, you can fit right here. All right, so what are we working with?
All right, so this car was actually, I got an S15 donated. This chassis was donated by my good friend Curtis back in Canada. It's been a while. I've been just waiting for the perfect time.
I mean, if you watched the first episode of Unpressed Garage and you saw me say that Rob and I were going to build Super Saiyan forms of our cars, final form versions of our cars, well, this is that version.
This is where it is. This is coming in hot.
And that white FC in there, that's for me too.
Yep.
So
we're not telling you what modes we're putting in them.
We got big plans though.
Big plans though. But we're gonna make them look sick first.
I think we have bigger plans than we have money. Yeah. So we got a lot of things to figure out right now.
Where's the friends at? We need some help. We need some help.
All right, so we got big things coming.
100%.
Next time on Unpressed Garage, you may or may not see Rob put this car together, or not this car, the charity car. Rob and I are both focusing on this thing where we do one project at a time versus 10 projects at a time and get nothing done.
Yeah.
So
we gotta kind of keep it sequential going forward.
Yeah.
So we already got the roll cage pretty much finished. What we're gonna do now is get all the parts together, get the engine looking good, put the engine into the car, and basically put everything together around the whole car and get it running. Once we get that done, we'll take it all out, paint it, make it look sick, and then put it on the floor and go rip it.
And then somebody gets to win it?
Somebody gets to win it. Some lucky guy gets to win it. I want more people. I want at least 500 people in my inbox by the time this is done that want to win this car. You have to be in a wheelchair, and you have to be in America. John, I'm trying to make a freaking video.
So stay tuned for more Unpros. Next time, we're going to try to hop back in with Rob, and if we don't do that, then we are going to keep pushing forward on the FD and try to get that done ASAP.
Yeah. John, thanks for all the help today. You did such a good job. What? You know what? I'm really excited you guys are here. Come here.
Yeah, that's the real reason why we're not. This is the real reason we're not working today, because we're just gonna hang out with our boy.
Well, Rob woke up at 2 in the afternoon.
They didn't tell me breakfast was ready.
Oh man.
Don't put that on me.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.